This is for my all back warriors or my cornrow warriors. Hopefully we all know by now that leave-in conditioner is not supposed to touch your scalp. If you're not entirely sure, you should watch this video right here. I broke it all down here. I'm also going to link that video in the description, so don't worry about missing it. But anyway, leave-in conditioner is not really meant to be touching your scalp. However, we also should all know that you're supposed to be moisturizing your hair even if it is in a protective style. So if you're always on cornrows, or cornrows is your protective style, like it's your favorite protective style, how do you go about moisturizing it if you can't use a leave-in conditioner? I have the solution for you in this video, so keep watching. Jumping straight into it, instead of using a leave-in conditioner, you should use a lightweight hair mist instead. The thing about leave-in conditioners that's so bad for the scalp is that they are so thick. Even if a leave-in conditioner is super lightweight, it is still too thick for the scalp. But with a hair mist like this, I mean, it is less likely to overwhelm your scalp while still providing your hair with the hydration that it needs. Just make sure that when you're applying it, you apply a generous amount so that your hair can really sleep and feel that hydration. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, this is a rosemary hair mist. So if you are a DIY type of person and you like rosemary water, clove water, those kind of things, now is the time that you can use, those kind of things. Okay, I can see that my hair is looking less stiff and dry. It's more flexible. I'm getting more hang time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that is the benefit of using a mist instead of a leave-in conditioner, and you can apply it all over your head without fear of clogging, your scalp or irritating your scalp or whatever. Okay. So yeah, if you are a cornrow warrior and all back warrior, you are going to need a hair mist, whether it is this one from BK Organics or from any brand that you like, or whether you want to brew your own at home, which I'm not really a fan of, but if that's what works for you, do you? Anyway, you want to do, a hair mist is the best way to go. Up next is my moisture butter from BK Organics. Now I'm using BK Organics, but you can use whichever moisture butter that you want, or a hair butter or hair cream, whatever, right? But this is one of the ones that I'm currently using and I really, really love. I love it because it is not just like oil, shea butter, mango butter, all the butters, right? It has moisture content in it. It has glycerin, it has water, it has aloe vera. So yeah, I really, really love this particular hair cream. And what I'm going to use this hair cream to do, because clearly I just said that you can't use conditioner on your scalp, right? So what are we using cream to do? The cream is actually for the ends. Okay, if you have done cornrows, which I'm sure you have, because this is for my cornrow warriors, right? You know that when it is not time to take down your hair, the ends make all the difference. If not, you're just going to be cutting your hair anyhow. So you really have to pay some special attention to the end part of your cornrows. Okay, so that is what this butter is for. It's mostly for the ends and all this hair that is not flat on your head. You want to avoid the hair over here, right? Because we've already taken care of that with the mist, but this requires a little extra care, because they are the ones that are swinging in the air, touching your hair, touching other people and whatever. So you want to give them a little extra moisture, and that's what this moisture butter is for. Just to keep them soft and moisturized and, even curly. You can see that my curls are beginning to pop. Elasticity is restored, hang time is restored, everything is just, and of course your hair comes out looking really, really nice and shiny and healthy. So I mean, bonus points everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Okay, so if you are moisturizing your cornrows, then it is like in two steps, where you first hydrate all your hair, and then these extra, like the end parts, get a little extra moisture slash sealing with a hair butter. Or if you don't have a hair butter, a hair cream, this part is where you can use your leave-in conditioner. Did you get? Okay, just like that, the cornrows are ready to go. Moisturized, just looking nice, sexy, ready to go. And for me, the combination of these two products means that I can literally leave my hair alone for the next week, literally the next 5 to 7 days. I don't have to refresh or remoisturize. If I'm feeling like it, I can take the hair mist. It's literally going to take me less than 1 minute, and just poof 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 poof, and that's it. So I understand why people are cornrow warriors, that they don't want to switch from cornrows, because cornrows are actually so easy to maintain. Literally, like if you don't even want to be putting the extra, hair cream on the ends or whatever, you can literally take 1 minute of your time that it takes you to get ready and just do every morning, right? And you're ready to go, or every other day, right? It may not even have to be every single day, depending on, how much hydration your hair mist gives your hair. So like it's just super, super easy to maintain. So yeah, if you are a cornrow warrior, I hope this video has helped you out. Another thing about cornrows is, I don't know, for some reason cornrows can get so itchy, like so itchy. I don't know whether it's just me. My mini twists don't get this itchy. Any other style doesn't get this itchy, but you see, cornrows, they get so itchy, and I don't understand why. So to combat that itchiness, I use the Mega Growth anti-dandruff spray. I don't have dandruff. I haven't had dandruff in a very long time, but the way this thing makes my scalp feel, that's the reason I buy it. It's not about the dandruff, okay? It says anti-dandruff spray, yes, but this one is not about the dandruff. This one is just about the soothing. Like your scalp will just say, ah. So yeah, to combat itchiness, I just take this and just spray it across my scalp like this, and then I kind of lean my head backwards so it can flow down. Yep, just flow down. And in about a minute, I will just be able to feel my scalp just doing ting-a-ling-a-ling, a-ling-a-ling. So yeah, those are the three products that I use and how I use them to achieve healthy, moisturized cornrows that don't clog my scalp or cause any itchiness. All right. So hair mist first on, well, basically everywhere, but most especially the cornrow area, and then hair butter for the tippy tips and the ends that are flowing out, and of course my scalp spray to prevent itchiness and soothe my scalp. Now if you are not a fan of scalp spray, maybe you have a scalp serum or a scalp oil, yeah, when you are moisturizing your hair, it's also cool if you can also take care of your scalp, because it's both of them that are doing the work. Yes, your scalp is growing, your hair actively, but if you are not taking care of the hair that has grown, it will be breaking and then you'll be stuck at the same length. So it's important that you take care of both of them, not just your scalp or just your hair. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was informative. I hope it was interesting. I hope you learned something. So again, if you want to learn why leave-in conditioner should not be touching your scalp, watch this video. And then if you want to learn how to do cornrows on your own head by yourself, watch this video right here, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, stay happy and healthy, and I love you. Mwah! Bye.